Hello, and welcome to the Survivor Season 2 finale. My name is Ben. I'm the pastor here at the Church of the Groves, and we have a studio audience, if we want to call them that. We're here at the church for the final episode of Survivor Season 2, Redemption Island. Hopefully you have enjoyed this week as much as we have. Man, we've battled so much this year. We had some people not be able to show this year. We had rain. You couldn't see it on the episodes, but it was torrential downpours most days, even during the challenges, and our cast and our crew kind of worked through it, and it was awesome. So I just want to say thank you to a couple people really quickly. I want to say thank you to the staff here at Church of the Groves. Bradley Albertson, who's our video director, he was out there filming most things. I want to say thank you to the Bruner family, if you're watching, specifically Anna and Lindsay, who are down here in the front. This is kind of one of their brainchilds. Obviously, our incredible youth pastor, Simon Franklin, who was our host this week. Johnny Mendoza for coming out. Our Robert Aaron, I just want to say a big thank you to him for constructing a lot of what you saw, and the myriad of volunteers that came out through the week. And of course, those that gave and gave and gave and gave. It's just like I had this thought, we're not going to be able to raise as much as we did last year. There's just no way. And man, did we ever. And so it's been an incredible week, incredible survivors. The students were just incredible. God did some really good things in their life, and we're going to discuss it. But I want to say a big thank you before we jump into our episode tonight to AirPro, who is our premier kind of event sponsor. They have been so good to sponsor events through the years, and this is no exception. They were a huge help, and I want to show you a quick commercial by them, and then we're going to jump into the first challenge, which is our Redemption Island challenge. We have 2 people left in the final, but we have 4 on Redemption Island still, and so we're going to see who's going to be able to battle back into the last reward challenge and into our finale. So watch this.
This is a lot like this. They both need regular maintenance or they'll break. Worrying about your HVAC system is the last thing you need. When you have someone maintaining your system, you'll have lower utility bills, cleaner air, longer lasting equipment, less emergencies, which saves you money. So if you're looking to save money and make your house more comfortable, give us a call today.
Call AirPro Heating and Cooling to schedule your HVAC tune-up today.
Survivors, come on in. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
How do you feel about the opportunity to potentially get back in the Survivor game?
Awesome. Hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm really
I
hopeful.
feel like I'm gonna get back in and win.
Yeah? You guys ready to hear about your challenge?
Yes.
Okay, so you are playing this game called Hard to Handle, just like my wife, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the center of the beam. You gotta put a spear on the top of the platform, and you gotta walk down in increments of 1 minute till you get to the end. If you drop the ball, fall off the beam, you're out. But you are able to, at each section, after every minute, reset your spear. Everybody understand the game?
Yes, sir.
Take a minute, strategize, and let's come back and get this game going. Survivors, are you ready? On my mark, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Survivors, your 1 minute starts now. Ray, unfortunately, you're out. They've got to stand on these balance beams. Becca losing 2 in the beginning. They've got to stand on these balance beams and hold the platform in their hand, and that sphere's got to stay up on the top of that. They've got to stand there balancing it for a minute on each section. 2 left. We've got Crystal Bell, we've got Warren battling against each other for this challenge to potentially be able to come back into the game to be able to win Survivor. Both doing very well, both balancing very well. 1 minute. Survivors, take a minute to reset your sphere and move down. All right, survivors, take 10 seconds to reset your spheres. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your minute starts now. Warren, holding it steady. Christabel and Corso, you're out. Warren, you win this challenge. Warren, congratulations on winning that challenge. You know what that means?
What?
You're back in the Survivor game. You are back able to compete again. Also, you're gonna have $500 go toward your total earnings during this time of Survivor. How you feeling right now?
Feels amazing.
Feels amazing. All right, so I'm gonna send you to go get set for some more competition. Guys, unfortunately, this is your last day here and you have to leave the island. Great job, we're proud of you. See you guys later.
Welcome back to this final episode of Speed the Light Survivor Season 2. I've got our 4 contestants from Redemption Island here right now. I just want to talk with you guys a little bit and ask you how you're doing. How's everybody doing? How you
Doing
feeling?
amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, I got back in, so I'm perfectly fine.
All right, all right. All right, so Christabel, tell me a little bit about Redemption Island.
Redemption
guys
Island
got to
was
do?
great.
Yeah.
I was very surprised that it was a thing. I was like, I'm going home. But day 1, our challenge, I won it, and I had like more money than the second challenge's prize. So I was really hopeful, and it was really good experience to hopefully get back in the game. But I didn't win it on the second time, and I knew Warren had been in it longer, so it just made sense, and it was super fun. I'm just glad I was there.
I got you. So Becca, you were the first one that went out, okay, because of a medical issue that you had. So when you got to Redemption Island, what did you think?
I was so excited because I was super upset that the first day, I was out and I had to leave. And so the fact that I got to come back and talk to everybody again, it was super exciting. So it wasn't really like getting out on the first day because I was there the rest of the week.
Yes, yeah. Rain, tell me, what did you think about Redemption Island?
At first, I was bored, but then, because first of all, I felt alone because I was the only one there, and
I got you. Okay.
Becca was still at home, and I was the only one still eating gruel around me, so that sucked.
You still had to eat gruel
Yeah.
even at Redemption Island. Huh?
Alone.
Those beans and those rice that you guys so enjoyed and you so loved, right? So Warren, take us a little bit through this last challenge. All right, you won the challenge. Tell us a little bit about it, what your thoughts were during that challenge.
Well, when I got out there and I saw that we were having to balance something, I got kind of upset because I usually have horrible balance.
Okay.
And I saw the brew and I was like, you guys are really gonna make us have to balance something. It like is my chance to get back in. And they just sat there and laughed in my face. They laughed in my face. But by the time the first 2 got out, I was like, okay, I got this. I'm just gonna stay in. I'm not gonna move at all. I stood still as a statue. And by the time the second minute started, I was starting to feel really confident, even when we hadn't moved down a notch. But and then I heard Christabel's ball hit the ground, and I just didn't even know what to feel. I felt relief and like joy that I was back, like I had the chance to get back in. But like I also felt bad because they stayed out there at Redemption Island and didn't end up getting back in. And I was only out there for one night and got back in the next day.
So you guys all went to Redemption Island. Even though you had to go to Redemption Island, you were out. What is one thing that you've taken from this experience of being able to do this?
Something I love about Survivor is when you're doing a challenge and you fall behind, don't give up because that's going to set you even further behind because somebody can mess up just the same and you can catch up. So it's sort of like, don't let what others' progress is define your progress.
Christabel, what would you say?
I feel like it was just a good moment to learn that you can kind of do things your own way and still succeed. And I like that I saw that on day 3, at least with myself. Like the entire day we had the eating challenge, and that was just a moment of, I didn't think I could eat all that, but I did.
Tell the audience some of the stuff that you had to eat during that challenge?
So we had to eat like a smoothie. I think it was durian. And then at the end of it, there was a candy that you chewed. I think it smelled bad, but mind over matter, so I didn't really smell it. I was like, suck it up. And then we had to eat blood sausage. It looked like blood with worms, but once I was told that it was sausage, I think, again, mind over matter, it made me feel better because, like, it's just sausage. Eat it. And then the crickets was pretty bad because I didn't think about the fact that the ones on the side, the 8 crickets on the side were chewy. And then the middle ones were on the kebab. So it made sense that those are easier to eat, but they were dry. And so I ate the dry. I don't know. It was just, it felt like I had chewed a snake. It was gross. But I was disappointed that I didn't win, but I did go on the reward with Aniston, and I was super proud of her for winning too. So it was just great.
And I will vouch for that because I ate one of the worms before they did, or whatever the bug was, and it was horrible. I mean, when you bite it, it bursts in your mouth.
I ate one too. It was really gross.
Yeah, it was bad. And then at the end, it becomes dry, and then I got indigestion from it as well. I think Avery tried it. We both tried it at the same time, and we both got bad indigestion from it. So it was bad. It was bad. So, favorite challenge of this season that you guys had to do? What would you say your favorite challenge was?
The only one that I won.
Okay, all right, we'll take that. Okay, okay, Rain.
I like the first one because it felt really cool, and it wasn't. It could have been hotter, but it wasn't because it was raining, and it felt cool because, like, I don't know how to describe it. It felt amazing.
So, funniest thing that happened for you guys on this Survivor?
Funniest thing. I think us entertaining each other at camp. I mean, I didn't know the days could be long like that. I mean, we just sat there. It felt like 24 hours of sitting there in the sun. And so I guess we found ways to entertain each other, and we said things that wouldn't be funny on a normal day, but were just hilarious. We were all delusional.
The ball getting thrown at your head a lot.
Yes.
Well,
I was
so
more
funny.
delusional because Warren was giving me a concussion with that ball.
And I couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny.
She thought my death was the
You guys had to be creative to be able to have fun, be able to make that time pass by, right?
Yes.
It was difficult. So yeah, I definitely think the ball was definitely one because that was you guys were playing with that for days.
Shout out to Lindsay
Days
for the ball, though.
Yeah. Shout out to Lindsay for dropping that ball off. All right, so we've all been waiting to see the last reward challenge, all right? Y'all ready to go to it? You ready to get to it tonight? All right, guys, let's roll it.
Welcome back to Speed the Light Survivor Season 2. This is our last challenge before it ends. Guys, how you doing right now?
Good.
I know you're
weird.
blindfolds, right? It's weird right now, not being able to see what's going on around you. So what do you guys think this last challenge is going to be? You got any idea in your mind?
No earthly idea.
No clue.
No clue at all.
I think it's going to be something big, though. For them
sure.
to blindfold us, it has to be something big.
Yeah. So here's what I want you to do, all right? When I count 3, 2, 1, I want you to take that blindfold off, and we're going to show you this next challenge, all right? You ready?
Yep. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, take that blindfold off. You're right, you see this next challenge. As you can see, a surprise, a twist and a turn, Warren is here. So what you guys did not know is that this season we added Redemption Island to Survivor. So all of the survivors that got voted off, they have been on Redemption Island, sipping tea and taking showers, all that good stuff. Warren won the challenge today, so he's gonna have an opportunity to compete to win this game, all right? Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, y'all take a minute to get set, and we'll come back and start the game. Survivors on my mark, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So what they have to do is they have to take those blocks and stack them on that tipsy table, just like that. If you don't balance it, it will fall over. You've got to use that rope that's in their hands to keep that table balanced so that it does not fall over. Every time one of those blocks falls over, they have to go back, reset it, come back and grab another block to keep it steady. All of our contestants working on their first block. Aniston taking back her second block, getting close. Each contestant has 5 blocks. 5 in the middle, 5 in the back that they've got to stack on there. After they've stacked all their blocks, they have to go back, stand with the rope in their hand for 5 seconds, and that table's sturdy, and they will win the game. Everybody looking good. They're on their second block, going back slow to make sure those blocks don't fall, to make sure that table stays even. Even game so far. Aniston making her way up to set her third block on there. Warren having to go back up to reset his tipsy table. To come back and start on his third block. Aniston holding it steady. Harrison holding his steady, working on his third block. Aniston working on her 5th block of this middle section, her last block. She's got to hold all of those steady as she goes back to her next barrel that has her 5 blocks on it. The last part of this game. Warren showing some frustration with that tipsy table. Both working at a slow pace to make sure that everything is held steady. Aniston's getting a little tipsy, but she's able to recover it and hold it. Both Harrison and Aniston putting their 6th block on there. Harrison resetting his and making his way back quickly to his last barrel to get his 7th block to put on his table. And 2 of them falling, so he'll have to reset and come back. Harrison making his way to his table to reset those blocks. Aniston holding hers. Steady making her way back for her 2 final blocks. Warren has got 4 blocks up there working on his 5th block. Warren getting the hang of it, holding it steady to put his... Warren has to come back and reset. And all blocks are down. Aniston having to go back, reset her blocks, and come back again. Aniston resetting her 8 blocks. Warren holding his 4. Working on that last block of this last center section. Getting the hang of the game, holding it steady. Harrison's falling once again. Everyone's falling. Everyone has to reset their blocks. Trying to keep that table steady. 8 blocks on the table for Aniston. She's working her way back to her last 2 blocks. Last 2 blocks. Harrison struggling a little bit to keep his blocks on. Aniston making her way. Harrison trying to pace himself slowly in order to hold that table up. Everyone resetting their blocks, making their way back again. Aniston and Warren making their way back. Aniston only has 2 blocks left to get on that table. Pull that rope too hard in order to let those blocks fall. Harrison struggling to keep that table from tipping, from turning on. Aniston getting close to our 8th block. Harrison making his way back to his table to reset. Aniston grabbing her last block to have it set. After she sets that last block on that table, she's got to make her way back, balancing those blocks. Hold them for 5 seconds, and she wins the challenge. Ward making his way back to his last barrel, his last set of blocks. Harrison trying his best to keep those blocks up. Still on her last block. Because one fell, she had to reset and make her way back. Grabbing that last block on her way up to her table to set that last block, then to come back and hold it for 5 seconds. 3 blocks fell for Aniston. She's gonna have to make her way back. 1 more block to go for Aniston. That last one giving her a little bit of trouble. Harrison making his way back. Using a strategy of 3 blocks on one side, 3 blocks on the other side to help balance the table out. Warren making his way back to his last barrel, his last set of blocks. Every survivor being meticulous. Survivor doing an incredible job holding these tables steady. This difficult challenge. The last challenge of Survivor Season 2. Aniston working on her last block. Harrison working on his second to last. And Warren making his way back to his last barrel. Aniston making her way back to grab that last block. They're gonna have to put that last block at the top of the table, reaching over the other 9, being careful not to knock those other 9 over, having to go back and reset and come back and do it again. Aniston halfway to her table. She just needs to get that 10th one set. She can get that 10th one set and make her way back to her barrel without Aniston making her way to set her 10th block, her last block. If she can make it, she will win the challenge. Halfway back to the end of the line to then count to 5 while holding those blocks steady and winning this challenge. And Aniston wins this challenge. Hey, congratulations on winning the last challenge of Speed the Light Survivor. Hey, congratulations, Aniston, on winning the last challenge of Speed the Light Survivor Season 2. Great job, guys. It was a challenging one. That last one always is. But
There is a reward for this challenge. Aniston, your reward is that you will get $1,000 put toward your grand total for winning this challenge. How you feel right now? Pretty good. Great job, guys. Y'all are done. Listen, go get ready for the finale. All right, we'll see you guys. Well, season 2 of Speed the Light Survivor is a wrap. We just want to take a minute and tell everyone thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your giving. Thank you to everybody that volunteered and came out here to help. Thank you, Lindsay and Anna Bruner, for letting us use your farm. It was a good year. Thank you, all the youth leaders. Thank you also to all of our sponsors, Air Pro, and so many of them that sponsored us. Thank you to Stardust. Thank you to AMC Theaters Omni as well for allowing our kids to go there on a reward. We got bigger and better things coming for next year. Hope you'll follow us. We'll see you then.
All right, so that challenge was difficult, right? A little hard, a little difficult. So, as we know, giving was open until 5:30. That's closing in a minute. I want to tell you though that these 6 sitting up here right now have worked their butts off to do this, and they have raised. Are you ready for it? You ready to hear what they've raised? All right, so I'm gonna give you the direct numbers, all right? Real quick, I'm gonna give you the direct numbers. So all together, this is incredible. You guys have raised $57,000, $57,800 for Speed the Light Survivor. Come on, that's incredible. That's incredible, right? All to build water wells in the Southwest for the Navajo Indians. Aniston, real quick before we go, take me a little bit through that last challenge, like the difficulty of it. Tell me what you were thinking and the strategy that you had to use in order to win that challenge.
I think it was harder to keep it steady more towards the where the blocks were. So I was being more steady up front and then a little less in the back, but making sure that the rope was out from under my feet. Because even he was saying a lot during the competition, like, I keep on stepping on the rope, I keep on stepping on the rope. So like I kept on talking to myself, like I was like, steady, stay steady. So it was just a matter of like keeping that rope out from under your feet and making sure that you were staying steady.
Harrison, what was your thoughts though? We saw that you were doing a little Michael Jordan action there with the tongue, right? Hey, listen, he did it and it worked, okay? So what were you thinking during this challenge? Like what was going through your mind? What was the struggle?
Well, I did not Michael Jordan that challenge at all.
That's okay. That's all right.
I do the same thing in baseball too. I think there's pictures of me hitting with my tongue out. So it was just trying to say, I saw she was ahead of me for most of it. She was 1 block ahead until the end, and I had 8 and she 2. I was on the way to get the 9th block. But she was so far ahead, and I started rushing myself, and I kept knocking them down. So that's probably my biggest thing that made me lose. But I'm happy she won. I'm happy she got $1,000 for her cause. It was a hard challenge. It's anybody's game, anytime, and it was fun though.
We haven't seen Survivor. Is he here?
He's a little contaminated right now. But
is he really?
We will bring him out in a minute.
Okay.
There needs to be like a warning, like a health risk warning, but
we'll
bring him out in a minute.
Okay.
He's a little rotten. He stinks a little bit.
Did he bring his bow tie with him?
Not today. The bow tie stunk really bad too, so we had to kind of take him out.
Okay.
He didn't get a shower like the rest.
Does he have
he didn't
a
get a
mask?
shower. He stayed there an extra day. Yeah, he stayed overnight, extra day at the camp.
I gotcha. Okay, so he hadn't had a shower yet then.
Right.
I gotcha. All right. So, Warren, tell us a little about that challenge. What was going through your mind? What you were thinking?
I was excited when I first saw that challenge because as soon as I saw it, I knew what we were doing. But as soon as I started going and I got to like my 3rd block and I could not get that one to stay up, I was like, oh crap, I'm screwed. Because like they were already starting on their 2nd barrel and I wasn't even like most of the way done with my first one. And I just kept trying to keep it steady, and I tried to like watch the table to keep the table steady instead of watching the blocks themselves. And even that didn't work, and I just could not do it. I did horrible.
It was difficult because I tried it too. All right, I tried it and I could only get one block up. Christabel's laughing because she was standing there laughing at me the whole time, making fun of me because I could only hold one block up, and that was it. So, best part of the reward for you guys that got to go on reward. Yep.
I liked Stardust. Stardust was fun. Crispell couldn't skate. It was bad. We helped her out a little bit. We tried. Yeah. The buddy was annoying. Poor Crispell.
She did have a buddy. She had a buddy to help her
She
out.
kicked him out. But I really enjoyed skating. We had a great time. And we got to have Sonic before. And I don't think you understand. Everybody was so happy to have Sonic. So, I mean, it was my second reward, so I was eating good. But some people were grateful for it. So
I was grateful for it, but no, from how Harrison was acting with his chili dog, I think he was the most grateful for it.
it was so fast. He gobbled it down, y'all.
Well, normally when I'm not on Survivor, I eat a lot of food. So when we come to Survivor, I've lost 10 pounds, by the way, last week.
10 pounds.
But yeah, so that food was very good. Gruel, I don't want to look at rice or beans, especially beans. I don't want to look at rice or beans or beef for a while. But the skating was fun, but the Sonic was immaculate.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
What about the Minion movie? Y'all got to go see the Minion movie on a reward. How
The
was
Minion
that?
movie was awesome, but there was a lot of Minion butt though.
Yeah, that's
so
one
much
thing.
Minion butt.
That's one thing
There
we
was.
definitely mentioned a few times. Like, there was so much minion booty.
There
It
was
so bad.
a lot of Minion movie that was in that movie.
I think, and we had Survivor the whole time. And when you walk into places with a coconut, people look at you a little differently. And when we're making videos and you roll the coconut behind you like it's walking with you,
I just want to say
Roll it into the trash can.
When we
Just call
rolled.
him an it, first of all. It's a him.
Okay, so when you rolled the coconut in, when we were going into the theater, what happened?
well, our camera crew decided let's bowl a strike right into the trash can.
I think it was
So-
Eden, right?
Yeah, it
that
was
was
Eden.
most definitely
She
Eden.
bowled it into the trash can. Yeah.
And he hit that trash can pretty hard, made
Yeah.
a loud sound. So, y'all, the ones that got to go on the Mr. Beast feast, tell us a little bit about that. That was really, really good, right?
Oh my gosh.
It was much needed, especially since I felt like I ate a snake. Like I needed something more than rice and beans to make me feel better about myself.
Something definitely had to wash down those bugs. Those bugs were nasty.
The
But
burgers were really good.
I'm not a big burger person, but I had one of their chicken sandwiches, and it was heaven on earth. Like, I was living it up.
But we needed the Mr. Beast feast. It was so good. And Chris style?
Chris style.
That was good.
Yeah, it had
That was my
bacon
favorite.
and french fries and all
was
fun
great.
stuff.
It had everything on it, and you guys got to not just spend that with each other, but also our DYD Johnny Mendoza got to come down and hang out with you guys a little bit.
Shout
bit
out to
too.
Pastor
Yep.
Johnny.
Shout out
He
to
was
Pastor
so much
Johnny for
fun.
coming. Yeah.
I've never met him, but he was so cool.
It
And
was-
he like blasted Maverick City.
Yeah.
We were jamming.
And then you guys got to run through the splash pad and do a little TikTok as well. So all the rewards were fun, incredible bowling, or skating, I'm sorry, and going to the movies, all that good stuff. It was fun, right? All right, so before we get to the winner, Soul Survivor, all right, everybody's been anticipating, everybody's been waiting, everybody has been wanting to know, all right? What is the main thing that you take away from this experience?
I think the main takeaway from this, for the 1 week we're out there, is what we're doing is more than Survivor. It's so much bigger than ourselves and so much bigger than all 6 of us. We're taking a week out of our lives to give to people that have to live like that for their entire lives. So I think that knowing that no matter who wins, all the money goes to something better is very important.
I agree. Knowing that we have so much, it makes you grateful once you get out there. Like, you're only eating rice and beans. You don't get a shower. I mean, I smelled terrible. It was bad. But you definitely learn how to be grateful. And like he said, like all of the stuff that we've done, it's to help out somebody who needs it. It's not for us, it's not for the church. It's going all to the people who need water, which is something we have every single day. Like I can go into my kitchen and get water. I have water to flush my toilet. Like we have so much more than others, so it's nice to be able to give.
All right. Who's ready for the results?
I am.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Good. You ready for the results? The anticipation's been building.
Yeah.
Y'all want to know, right? The main thing is not who wins, it's that we have been able to raise $57,800 toward this mission. You guys have done that, and you should feel really good about that. Sure, if you'd like to. He's gonna bring Sir River out in
Don't
his
take him out of his contamination bag.
in his broken state.
Oh.
He looks a little moist, but he's all right. He's okay.
He smells so bad.
Okay, he's all right.
Poor
Y'all give it
guy.
up for
Smells so
Sir
bad.
River. Come on.
If we didn't win, Sir Viver did.
Yeah, Sir River won.
That's right. He won, even though he's bruised now and
Yeah, Sir River won. We can all go
leaking
home now.
everywhere. He's all right. Hey, let's do something real quick. I want you guys to stand. Go ahead and stand. Are we ready to hear the results of this year's Soul Survivor? Come on, I'm going to need this audience to get a little more pumped than that. I said, are we ready to hear the results of this? You watching at home, we ready? I wish I had a drum roll. Thank you,
Come on,
thank
crowd.
you, thank you. Thank you. Are we ready? I said, are we ready? This year's, I know, I'm building the anticipation, I'm sorry. This year's Soul Survivor goes to Aniston Steffen, raising $13,443. Come on, y'all, give it up for this. Come on. Lindsay, if you'll come up. Lindsay has a gift for you too. This is a necklace for winning Soul Survivor. A few words.
Thank you everybody who gave to me. I definitely did not expect this, especially not going very far last year. So I want to thank you guys for giving to the Navajos, because that's really what this is all about. Winning means nothing when it comes to giving. So thank you so much.
Incredible season 2 of Survivor. Thank you everyone once again who gave. Like Anderson said, this was going to the Navajos. This wasn't about winning. It was about doing this mission, and you guys came and you guys delivered. All right, we will see you next year on Survivor. We hope you enjoyed it. God bless you. See you soon.